In this video, I'm going to go through my Lightyear investment portfolio. And one thing I do want to say is the fact that Lightyear has really surprised me. It is becoming an app that I really enjoy using. I started off using it just to have a bit of fun on it, but now I can actually really see the utilities. So without further ado, let's get straight into the portfolio. So the current value of my portfolio is £97.93. So quite a bit more than I had last time. And the reason why it is increasing is because of my deposits. I feel like it's a very nice platform to use, so I put a bit more money in just to see how things go. Overall, I know this portfolio is not very large, but it is more akin to beginner investors who don't have a huge amount, maybe putting in £20–30 a month and seeing how investments really work. So currently I have 1 cent in cash, which I received from a dividend. And what I really like about Lightyear is that you do gain interest on your cash accounts. So compared to the base rate from the Bank of England, it is literally they take their cut of 0.75% and then they give you the rest. So for example, in pounds, you gain a 2.75% interest, which is really high compared to most instant saving accounts. You're not going to get something like this. And this is so easy to just put in. You don't have to sign up to anything. Dollar amount, you are gaining 3.5% interest. So this could honestly be higher than the stock market returns over the past month or so. No one knows. So the portfolio performance over the past month, doing actually pretty well. The year has started off pretty well, much better than December. And we can see that there is generally an uptrend in the stock values, which is something that is very nice to see, but also don't count your chickens just yet because nobody knows what the rest of the months are going to have in stock. No pun intended for us investors. There are still very real looming threats of recession, and we're likely to be falling into a recession this year. Although there has actually been a lot of optimism of a soft landing. This is where the economy actually recovers without a big recession. So let's hope for that. But we can't keep avoiding recessions forever. Eventually we're gonna have to get into one. So maybe a recession now is better than a recession later. So over the past month, I've received 1 cent in dividend from Walmart. In December, I did receive 1 cent from Nike. So not a huge lot of dividends, but for a sub £100 account, not too shabby either. Let's look at my holdings. So CrowdStrike is down by 20%, so not doing incredibly well. Over the past month, you can see a big decline in its value, but I only had $1 of that, 0.0088 shares of that, and that is down by 20%, which is 22 cents. Intuit is very steady at pretty much a plus 0.44%, so that's not really a gain at all. Upwork is up by 6%, which is pretty cool. Xerox is up by 7%, and we will generally see that the S&P 500, which I can show you over here. So the S&P 500 over the past month has been doing actually pretty well. And this is because the S&P 500 is very much a technology heavy index. And many of these technology companies are doing quite well in January, considering everything, and considering December was a huge decline in their valuations. So it's no surprise companies like Intuit, Upwork, Xerox, and even Pinterest are doing quite well. Pinterest is up by 7.8%, so that's an 8 cents gain. American Express is up by 9.32%, so that's a 9 cents gain. Twilio is up by around 9%, so that's a gain of 13 cents. And also this is a very good point in time to tell you that Lightyear is just getting so much better. The user interface is great. They've added a lot of new information. So they have analyst ratings. Compared to free trade, you don't even have to buy these. So for example, on Twilio, analysts are torn between, either buying, holding, or selling. You can see the analyst price targets. You can see financials such as the income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. So you can see they're spending a lot on financing. So it is up to you as an investor if you want to invest in Twilio. Also, I forgot to mention, if you do sign up to Lightyear using my link in the description down below, you do gain $20 worth, I think, in Amazon or whatever share I have open at the time. There's no obligation for you to sign up to Lightyear, but if you do want to sign up to Lightyear, you can get $20 in free shares if you top up £50. So that's something to take into consideration. McDonald's is up by 10%, so that's an 11 cents gain. You can see all these companies, I only really put in $1, so if there's a huge gain, it's not really going to make a difference to me. Conversely, if there's a big loss, not really losing sleep over that. Sherwin-Williams is up by 19%, so that's a very big amount to be up by. 3M as well is up by 19.17%, and you can see that is a gain of 21 cents. Starbucks is doing fabulously with a 22.3% gain. That is a 25 cents gain. Franklin Resources is also doing super good with a 36.6% gain. That is up by 40 cents on my portfolio. Ecolab is doing pretty well with a 3% gain. Alphabet over the past month has seen a big decline with a big fall until 6th of January. And as you can see, following 6th of January, companies have been doing pretty well. So the actual beginning of the year wasn't too great, but somewhere around January, the companies are recovering. There's no guarantee that this trend will continue. There could be a big fall, who knows? But remember, stocks are on sale when they are lower if they're a good company. So Fiverr is down by 6%, so not too big of a loss. That's a 12 cents loss. Airbnb up by 3%, so not too bad. Chevron down by 3%, so that's a 7 cents lost. Walmart over the past month has been going all over the place with a big peak around 9th of January. Realty income is up by 4.5%, so that's a 10 cents gain. Microsoft is actually doing pretty well over the past month, so just like every other company in the S&P 500 that's tech-based, had a decline on around 6th of January and then a steady incline since then. That is up by 5% and a 12 cents gain. AMD doing pretty well, 18% gain, and that is 18% gain, and that is up by 39 cents. Nike is doing super well this month. Incredibly sharp gain here when their financial statements were released, and ever since then, they have been doing really well. Over the past year, Nike, as you can see, has recovered from a bottom that was found in September and has increased ever since. Johnson & Johnson has been very steady, not a big surprise for such a large company, and that has only lost around 3 cents. S&P Global is up by 13%, so that's a $1.32 gain. As you can see, the more money you do put in, the gains start to rack up a lot more. So a $1 gain is a lot more than, a few cents gain. Spotify is a company that I was really excited to actually invest in because I believe long run Spotify is going to be there for the better. And as you can see, back around pandemic plus levels, they were valued very high, and now they're valued around $90. So I do think there is good growth to be made on Spotify. If we look at their revenue, it's been growing year on year. Of course, their liabilities have increased too, but as you can see, their assets are a lot higher in comparison to their liabilities. And you can also see the cash flow statements here too. At a glance, it's not very detailed. Lastly, I have Tesla, which is a company that I have also been excited to put a tiny bit of money in. This is because I think Tesla is at a fair value right now, or it is priced quite well. There's too much speculation going on with Tesla because of their CEO, but I think overall Tesla is a company here to stay. It has a market share in electric vehicles, and honestly, it has the best supercharger facility network. So Tesla is a company, in my opinion, that's here to stay, that's going to evolve, probably start making batteries or whatever they're going to do. That is down actually by 1.8%. That's 81 cents loss. But as you can see, over the past month, it went to a 4 here and then it's slowly recovering. So that being said, nobody knows what the rest of January is holding for us. Make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in the next video.